Good deal. All right. Hey guys, I am Jacqueline and I'm super excited to share today's content. I am a mom of two, an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old. And when Daily Sunshine came into play, for me, I was like, yes, because honestly, even though it's not formulated for kids, what I had been giving my kids was Shakeology up until that point. And I was just kind of half dosing the Shakeology and spreading it out. And I'll share a little bit about that and why and all that. But then they came out with Daily Sunshine. I was like, finally. And then right on the heels of it, BEACHBARS. And so these two options in our family have become staples. And we're going to go into all the ins and outs of why this is so important. But a little bit of like background too, like nutrition was actually not on my radar as part of like what I wanted to grow in my wellness journey until I met my husband, and he had such digestive issues that I was like, well, if my genetics are going to meld with his genetics, I need to get on board with what good options for my family are going to be. And so that really spurred my passion. And then we had our daughter. And so our family really focuses on some key elements of our health and digestion and nutrition. And so these two fit in with our plan as a family really, really well. So let's get into some specifics. So let me make this big because I don't want it to cut anything off here. All right. What is Daily Sunshine? It's formulated for kids, but it's also perfect for adults. It's actually called the 3-in-1 formula. They call it the 3-in-1 formula. The 3 items being organic fruits and veggies, organic pea protein, and a good dose of healthy fats. So when you look at that structure, it's made with those whole fruits and vegetables that are sometimes hard for there are picky eaters out there. Some kids have those as like their no touch items. And we've been there. Most of us that are moms or if you have experience with moms, you know that that's sometimes an issue. So they are carefully inspected, thoroughly washed, they're pureed, strained, removed any unwanted seeds, stems, dried and ground into a powder. When you combine these 3 things, these 3 building blocks, it makes a really good nutritional base for kids to help them grow, to stay strong, and it's pediatrician approved. So you can be really, really confident that what you're giving them is the nutrition that they need. I was looking up some statistics just for ages 2 to 3, like the protein content, the numbers of fruits and veggie servings that are required per day or recommended per day. This hits all those marks. So for those people that struggle, my oldest would eat just about anything. My youngest, on the other hand, not so much. So she doesn't like a lot of meats. So protein, I know she's getting in her Daily Sunshine. There's a lot of things that help get in the first part of their day in their digestive tract that would otherwise be really challenging for us to have. So the highlights, like we said, made with organic fruits and vegetables. It's pediatrician approved. Those 3-in-1 components, they're carefully formulated with the building blocks. Each scoop is equivalent to 1 full serving of fruits and veggies, half cup before the drying. There's no artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, no binders, no fillers, no high fructose corn syrup, and no hidden sugars. And I wanted to touch on the sugar thing for a second. So sometimes I'll get asked, there's sugar in Daily Sunshine, but it comes, if you watch Mare's Shakeology video, the sugar that's in both Daily Sunshine and in Shakeology comes from whole cane sugar. And when you look at the amount of sugar in this, the only added sugars are 3 grams from the full organic cane sugar. Everything else is from the ingredients themselves, the actual ground up fruits and veggies. So you are getting the highest quality, and it makes it palatable, because if the kids won't drink it, then it's not really going to do its magic. And so to make it palatable, that 3 grams of sugar is really negligible in the grand scheme of things, especially when you're stacking it up against other snacks that kids have regularly or have access to regularly. We've got gummies, we've got like bars, all the things that we are grab and go. This hits a much lower mark on the sugar scale. When you're looking for an excellent source of antioxidants, it has both C and E. It's got calcium and vitamin D, which are the building blocks for healthy bones. That one's super important to me. My kids don't do dairy, so we are a dairy-free family, and that means that I need to have the kids making sure that they're getting that vitamin C and D and D and their calcium from other sources, mainly fruits, vegetables, and Daily Sunshine is a daily staple for them. The ALA and omega-3 fatty acids from flax seeds, and it's made with organic pea protein. So it's naturally dairy-free, it's soy-free, it's gluten-free, and it's certified organic, and it's non-GMO. So all those wickets that most moms are like, what about this? What about this? What about this? Or health-conscious moms, they're going to ask, this one hits all of those. These are the actual snapshot if you want to take a peek at those real quick. So if we're looking right there at the sugar content, which is important for me as a mom, I look at that. That is one of the key elements that I will always look at. And you can confidently say those 3 added sugars, everything else is from the actual ingredients, but those 3 added sugars are from that organic cane sugar. Look at that protein content. That's amazing. Kids are growing at a rapid rate, so you have to be able to give them quality building blocks. And this assures me each and every day that my daughters are getting the things that they need to make those things essential. I don't start them out with Pop-Tarts or cereals, they get that. So a few kind of recipes that you can use. We prefer, this is one is with banana, the strawberry banana daily sunshine, but we actually prefer the chocolate, and you can swap in the chocolate for this exact recipe. So it comes in the 2 flavors, strawberry banana and chocolate. We use the chocolate and make, instead of a fruit dip, we make it a chocolate dip, kind of like a chocolate fondue. But we also take that same mixture without the yogurt. We don't use yogurt when we do the pops. We'll freeze it into pops and do like little fudgy pops. It's up on my blog. But this same recipe works with either flavor, and you can dip fruit in it and make it more of an edible instead of a drinking thing. Because my kids love smoothies. They like drinking it. But if the child doesn't like it that way, you can always provide one of these options. You can also take other fruits and like freeze them. So this is kind of like my freezer pops. I just have popsicle molds and I just freeze the actual daily sunshine in it. I've done both the strawberry banana and the chocolate, but this is fun too. You take the frozen banana and you dip it in the daily sunshine chocolate or strawberry banana blend, and then you freeze them. You can top it with fun things. It makes a really fun little project for the kids too, but it's also really delicious. This is a rice cake one. Just kind of take that same spread, whether it's the fruit or the chocolate, and then put it on top of rice cakes. Have fun decorating little faces on it. You know, when you think of things like this, you're able to share them in your groups, and it gives just such a different spin on drink a smoothie or have this supplement for your kids. Not a lot of people are going to put the time and imagination into doing this. So these would be great things for, as coaches, us to share in our newsletters and our challenge groups, especially if you have moms, like letting them know that these are options and things to do with them. If you want to learn more about Daily Sunshine, you can go and check it out. There's some information on the Beachbody blog. There's also this website that we get through Team Beachbody and also in your Coach Online office. The last thing I want to mention about Daily Sunshine is that it's great for adults too. Like, you do not have to just use this for kids. For me, I will use it often for myself. I will put it in the late afternoon part of the day when I'm having that like slump or that sweet tooth fix and I've already had my Shakeology for the day. You can have this in conjunction with that. We travel with the packets of Daily Sunshine. It's super friendly for on the road, because one of the things that I love about Daily Sunshine versus Shakeology is the fact that you can shake Daily Sunshine. I'm not a big fan of shaking Shakeology. I love mine blended. I have to have that one blended up. But Daily Sunshine, you can put in a shaker cup. And so we take it on the airplanes. We take it on road trips. It's a really good thing to have with you as you travel. So it's always part of our travel bag. And for me too, like I need that snack, and it's a great grab and go for us. So those are all the options for not all the options. These are some of the options that we use in our family for us to have that as a daily part of our routine. All right, the other thing that I really, really love and that has been a saving grace is BEACHBARS. We, for a long time, were begging that they formulate something, because when you look at the options out there, and I have searched, they're getting better, like the variety out there, but there's nothing that really stacks up to the ratios that are provided in BEACHBARS. So what are they? BEACHBARS are the crunchy, chewy, delicious snack bars that Beachbody has released. They're a good source of protein. They have only 150 calories, which really makes them a good snacking option because it's not a high calorie marker. They're made with nut pieces, nut butters, protein crisps, and topped with chocolate. They're also gluten-free and have 0 grams of trans fat, no artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, and they are great snacks to have on hand for meetings, traveling, or tossing into your kid's lunchbox. My kids love them. This is like, Kai is 2, as I mentioned, and I have so many pictures of her just in the back of the car covered in chocolate, because she's like, Beach Bar, Beach Bar. It's like my go-to snack for when I'm in those moments and she needs something. That's what she gets. They're always one in my purse, in my car. We don't leave home without them. They're gluten-free. Like I said, 0 grams of trans fat. minus all the artificial nonsense, 150 calories per bar, 9 to 10 grams of protein, which you're going to see in a second as it stacks up to other bars, and only 5 to 6 grams of sugar, which we're also going to look at when compared to other bars, and good enough fiber. And it's really satisfying. It gives a good filling quality. So these are great when you have people that are increasingly busy and on the go lifestyles. They were savior for me when I was pregnant, because, you get you're hungry, you're growing a baby. People who are reaching for quick snacks to satisfy hunger in between meals, if they're working, if you teach or you have clients, or you're sending something with your kid in their lunchbox or their backpack. People who want to reduce their sugar intake and have a hard time with other bars because of the sugar content. People who want to boost their protein or fiber intake, are on a gluten-free diet, have sweet tooth fixes that they need to satiate. They love snacks, but they also have weight loss goals. Parents like me that have children, that they need to be able to have something to, here you go. That's always that's what we use it most for. And people who follow a Beachbody nutrition plan, because as you're also going to see in one of the slides coming up, how it breaks down into the portion control system, how many containers it calculates out to be. So this is how it stacks up with protein. When you're looking at the protein from other bars, we've got the common bars that in the marketplace this would stack up against: RX bars, Kind bars, Cliff bars, Lar bars. So BEACHBARS have their 10 grams of protein. When you look at that in conjunction with the other bars, it really stacks up in an overall calorie perspective. Look at the calories per total of all those other bars: 210, 200, 260, 210. Ours is 150. So you're getting a good bunch of protein when you're looking at the ratio of calories. So sugar per calorie snack bar, again, we're in that 150 mark. All these other ones, and we're also at the lowest end of the sugar. I think I'm a very visual learner, so seeing these kinds of graphics, it's like, whoa, okay. So they really went to the top end of the spectrum for like quality, not only quality, but also looking at how is this going to stack up to other bars. So we are one of the higher protein options, lowest sugar options. And I think that's really telling, because as we talked about, especially as a mom, I watch that sugar count a lot. And then the fiber. Fiber helps us in our digestive tract and are going to help us mobilize those sugars faster and better. So you're going to look at how it stacks up to the other lines. And again, they went all out on it. They made sure that we were at the higher end of the fiber spectrum as well. So it hits all the wickets of whether or not this is going to be a quality option for your family. So they are in 3 flavors. We have peanut butter chocolate, cherry almond chocolate, and plant-based chocolate crunches, or almond crunch. So I like all 3 of them, honestly. I have not had one that I don't like. We order primarily once the plant-based one came out. That's our favorite currently, but I do love the cherry chocolate almond. That is my personal favorite too. But all 3 of them, they did a bang up job. I was a little nervous because sometimes I don't like the flavoring of protein heavy bars. They kind of have an aftertaste. This does not. It's actually really, really good. All right, and then this is the equivalent breakdown. So when you're doing the portion control system, you know that reds are proteins, yellows are carbs, and that teaspoon is our nut butters, sort of like not healthy fats. Healthy fats are blue, but nut butters. So when you're looking at having a beach bar, this would be your breakdown: a half of a red, a half of a yellow, and 1 teaspoon. And so that's really a great way for you to, it's a perfect snack option if you look at it that way, because you're getting some of those carbs for energy, you're getting that protein, and you're getting a little bit of nut butter. And so it's really satiating and helps you stay within the parameters of the macros program. And that, my friends, is the end of the slide presentation. But I did want to share that one of the things that I do with my Daily Sunshine is the kids have their routine with their full scoop of Daily Sunshine. And oftentimes I'll put a little bit of Shakeology in it too, because it has the adaptogens and all the extra components that Daily Sunshine does not. However, I do have to say that Daily Sunshine was specifically formulated for 4 and above, ages 4 and above. I give it to my daughter, who's 2. You have to make the best recommendation for what that is for you and your family. But if you are going to do that, you want to know that your child, every mother needs to know their child's specific dietary needs and restrictions. So always consult the doctor if you're unfamiliar with that. But as far as being pediatrician approved, it's signed off for 4 and above. So I just wanted to notate that. I'll often put in a half a scoop of Shakeology with my chocolate daily sunshine. My kids like it with a little peppermint extract, and we make it into little smoothies. They call it their liquefied thin mint cookie every morning, and they love it. So that is how we use it in our family. I'm gonna turn off the recording and open it up for your guys' questions, but I hope that you guys found that helpful.